In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the most dangerous traps you can fall into in the business world of overthinking and what this specific overthinking trap will do to you and how it will genuinely keep you stuck forever. And if you're wondering who I am, my name is Tommy Latzenizer. I do copywriting and full scat content for some of the biggest brands in the info space you probably see online. And over my 2 years of doing this, I can firsthand tell you how dangerous this trap that I'm about to go into is. Don't want to waste any more time, let's jump right into it. So I think off the bat, this video is either going to be one of two things. It's going to be one of those videos that gets like 100 views and is just an absolute gem, or this turns out to be my best viewed video, and then this is what, people start to kind of know me for. And either one of those I'm very happy with. But I'm going to keep this super authentic. I'm drinking a little coffee right now. I'm just going to sit and have a conversation with you guys and talk about this. And I want to break down this trap first. So let's kind of start there, right? And in order to do so, we have to understand the actual problem at hand first, right? And with this trap of overthinking, it always leads to the goal, right? So you have a problem of not being where you want to be, whatever it might be, right? Whether you're starting out a business, whether you already have a company that's doing very well, you are not in the position that you want to be in because everybody has a goal and everybody is working towards something, right? Now, the underlying beliefs of this is that we all have to do everything we can every single day to try and achieve that goal. And with that, you start developing a list inside of your head of what do I need to be doing every single day in order to achieve, let's say 100K a month is your goal, because that's what mine is. Let's say, okay, I have to do this action, this action, this action every single day to hit 100K a month, and then I'm good. Then I'm just gonna get there eventually. But the problem with that is when we start to actually identify what those daily actions are, it leads us down a very, very distinct trap of overthinking that can really, really damage you if you're not careful. So I want to give you guys a pretty familiar scenario. You want something and you start it. Let's say it's, in business. And you just sit there kind of at the start line. And you're wondering, okay, I need to go achieve this goal. How am I going to get there? And you sit there at the start line. And I'll be honest with you guys, the start line feels amazing because you haven't actually put in any of the work yet. It hasn't started to suck yet. Now you're at the start just imagining how amazing the race is going to be, but you haven't actually started running. And the reason that this is a trap is because so many people will now sit at that start line and overthink everything. And this is where the premise of this video comes into play. Because when people start, they're obsessing about a million different things besides the thing that matters. I'll give you a prime example. Copywriters. If you're starting out, why are you obsessing about your niche, your website, building out your portfolio, getting really good at writing so when you pitch somebody, you don't look like an idiot? You're obsessing about things that are getting you nowhere. And I say they're getting you nowhere because you know what's going to get you to where you actually want to go? Signing a client. That's what's going to get you to where you want to go. That is going to be the thing that takes you the furthest. Because I can tell you firsthand, you can sign a client with no experience and then just figure it out along the way. It's fully doable. I did it at the start of my journey. Anybody can. But so many people will sit there and go, okay, I need to build a really nice website. I need to get my portfolio set. I need to get my LLC set together. I need to get, which granted that you probably should, obviously take the necessary measures to start your business the right way in whatever state you're in. But people will just obsess over all these different things, And I always tell people, they're like, oh, I wait, as far as the LLC thing, I need to wait to do outreach until I have my LLC. It's like, you don't have a client, you don't have a business. So you might as well start it. The point I'm trying to make is that you're stuck trying to think your way to the end goal, right? You're stuck trying to map out everything to get to the outcome you want. The only way you are going to get to the outcome that you actually want is by trying and failing. I'll be fully honest with you guys. I have been through some really difficult months in business that nobody knows about on the internet, where I'm like, what do I do? I feel like I'm stalling. I feel like I'm not making any progress. But in reality, when you're not making progress is when you're making the most progress. And in those months, I didn't realize this at the time, but what I was doing was implementing things and failing. But that gave me data on what will work. So I can tell you guys firsthand, you're not gonna think your way to the finish line. You're not. You need to just jump in and start and try things. Fail. You're gonna fail. Everybody's gonna fail. But I will always tell everybody, the person who starts running will always finish the race rather than the person that sits at the start line imagining how good the race is going to be. And this overthinking trap just keeps so many people stuck because they're trying to just have everything figured out and every piece of the puzzle put together before they actually start working. And it's like, that's not how that works. You have to just dive in and try. That's how it works. I'm making this video today to show you that you might be in this space right now where you're obsessing about so many different things, but I want you to sit down. I want you to listen, like, is what I'm obsessing about right now actually going to make me money? And if you're obsessing about a website, or if you're obsessing about, oh, I need to get better at writing copy first or something like that. No, it's not. You need to just go and do the thing. Another example is I do YouTube for info product owners. So whenever I talk to them, they're like, oh, I'm going to start YouTube like months down the road. I'm like, why? Why would you delay getting results? You need to just do it now. Your first videos are gonna flop, absolutely, but you need to just start so you learn and you keep going. That's how it works. I can promise you guys that you just need to start trying. That is all that matters. Stop obsessing about the path to get there and how you're gonna do it. Just figure that path out as you go through failures and lessons, because that's what's going to happen. You can't have everything figured out at the start. And that is the premise of this video. I want you guys to stop overthinking things. I want you guys to genuinely walk away from this with value. I'm not gonna make this any longer than it has to be, but I genuinely think if you take this and implement it into your day and into your life, it's really going to help you by just going for it and not worrying about, okay, what if I mess up here? Good, you learned a lesson. I want you to just go for it, make the most of today, make the most of tomorrow, make the most of the year, and you will be shocked at where you're at. And remember too, like, this is a long game. Like, you should be looking at where you're gonna be 5 years from now, not 2 months from now. That is the most important thing. Now, if you guys found this one helpful, drop me a quick sub, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. All my socials are down there as well. Feel free to reach out, and love chatting with you guys.